Hello student, welcome to chemistry class. Today we start with chapter 3, that is electrochemistry. In electrochemistry, first we discuss what is electrochemistry. So electrochemistry is the study of production of electricity from energy released during spontaneous chemical reaction and the use of electrical energy to bring about non-spontaneous chemical transformation. In other words, we can say electrochemistry is branch of science which deals with electrochemical reaction. So what is electrochemical reaction? For example, if we have a chemical solution, if we applied the electricity to that solution and it leads to the transformation of reactant to any product or any type of non-spontaneous chemical transformation occurs, then it is known as electrochemistry. So in other word, we can say electrochemistry is electro plus chemistry. Hence, for any chemical reaction, if electricity is used, means if electricity can causes the change in chemical combination or composition, then it is known as electrochemistry. Now in electrochemistry we study two type of reaction. First, oxidation and reduction reaction. So we know what is oxidation reaction. So increasing oxidation state, OS, is oxidation state, oxidation reaction. Second is addition of oxygen is oxidation reaction. Third, removal of hydrogen is oxidation reaction. So we have three definition. First is increasing oxidation state is oxidation reaction, addition of oxygen also oxidation reaction, or removal of hydrogen is also oxidation reaction. So what is reduction reaction? Reduction reaction means by reverse of these three, decreasing of oxidation state. If oxidation state of metal are decreased, then it is known as reduction reaction. Second is removal of oxygen. If oxygen is removed from any particular compound, then it is reducing reaction. If hydrogen is added, then it is also reduction reaction. Okay, so that we already know from standard 11. Now see here, zinc plus 2H plus gives Zn plus 2 plus H2. Here the oxidation state of zinc increase from 0 to plus 2. So here zinc are oxidized. Okay, from definition, the oxidation state of hydrogen reduced from plus 1 to 0. So hydrogen is reduced in this reaction. So here zinc get oxidized with the help of hydrogen. So hydrogen are oxidizing agent. So hydrogen is oxidizing agent. Now hydrogen are reduced with the help of zinc. So zinc are reducing agent. Okay. Now electrochemical cell. In standard 11 we already discussed the function and construction of Daniell cell. So in Daniell cell, see, we have two beaker one beaker containing solution of zinc sulfate, another beaker containing solution of copper sulfate. In both beaker we have two electrode, one electrode made up of zinc which is deep in zinc sulfate, another electrode made up of copper which is deep in solution of copper sulfate. Okay, now both electrode are joined by a wire. Also the solution are joined by U-shaped salt bridge which contain aqueous NaCl solution. Now if the electrode potential is equal to 1.1 volt when concentration of Zn plus 2 and Cu plus 2 is unity, such device is known as galvanic or voltaic cell. So in this cell, if the concentration of Zn plus 2 and concentration of Cu plus 2 is 1 molar, okay, 1 mole per liter, then this cell potential is 1.1 volt. Such type of device is known as galvanic or voltaic cell. Now if external opposite potential is applied in galvanic cell and increase slowly, we find the reaction continues to take place in the opposite voltage reach to the 1.1 volt. Okay, when the reaction stops altogether and no current flow through the cell, any further increase in external potential start the reaction but in the opposite direction. It functions as a electrolytic cell, a device for using electrical energy to carry non-spontaneous chemical reaction. So see the figure. If we apply external voltage less than 1.1 volt, then what happen? Electron flow from zinc rod to copper rod, means the electron moves in this direction. Now what happen? Zinc dissolve at anode and copper deposit at cathode. So in this condition, if external voltage is less than 1.1 volt, what happen? The electron moves from zinc to copper and zinc are corrode, means the amount of zinc are reduced, and at the same time Cu plus 2 are coated on copper electrode. So copper are deposited here, so the amount of copper electrode increase in this case and amount of zinc are decrease. Now if we have equal voltage, means external voltage is equal to 1.1 volt, then what happen? There is a no flow of electron from zinc to copper or copper to zinc, so no change in chemical reaction as well as the amount of zinc and copper electrode remain same. Now in third condition, if we apply greater external voltage, then what happen? The electron move from copper to zinc. Now at that time the copper are dissolved, copper electrode gets dissolved and the copper electrode corrode, means the amount of copper electrode reduce here, while at the same time Zn plus 2 from the solution of another beaker deposited on zinc electrode, so the amount of zinc electrode is increased. So the two conclusion after external voltage are higher than 1.1 volt, we get electron flow from copper to zinc, and at the same time zinc deposit at zinc electrode and copper dissolve, means amount of copper electrode are reduced. So remember these things. Okay, these three condition is very important, that if external voltage is less than 1.1 volt, then what happen? Electron move from zinc to copper and amount of zinc reduce and copper deposited on copper electrode. While external voltage is equal to 1.1 volt, no flow of electron, no chemical change. And third, if external voltage is greater than 1.1 volt, then what happen? Electron flow from copper to zinc and the amount of copper electrode is reduced, while zinc deposited on zinc electrode, that's why the amount of zinc electrode on zinc are increased. Now what is galvanic cell? As we discussed, that galvanic cell contain zinc and copper electrode, where zinc electrode dip in solution of zinc sulfate, while copper electrode dip in aqueous solution of copper sulfate. Okay, this chemical reaction of Delian cell is Zn solid plus Cu plus 2 aqueous gives Zn plus 2 aqueous plus Cu solid. Here zinc get oxidized while copper get reduced. So copper plus 2 are oxidizing agent while zinc are reducing agent in Daniell cell. Okay, so remember this thing. The overall reaction of Daniell cell is combination of two half reaction. One is reduction half and second one is oxidation half. In reduction half, copper get reduced by accepting 2 electron to Cu solid, while on oxidation half, zinc solid means zinc electrode get oxidized to Zn plus 2 and release 2 electron. This reaction occur in two different portion of Daniell cell. The reduction half occurs on the copper electrode while oxidation half occur on zinc electrode. These two portion of cell are also called half cell or redox couples because they contain oxidation and reduction half. At each electrolyte interface, there is a tendency of metal ion from a solution to deposit on metal electrode, try to make positive charge. At the same time, metal atom of electrode have tendency to go to the solution as ion and leave behind the electrons. Means we know we have two beaker, okay, electrode here, one electrode here. So at one time the metal having tendency to go in a solution and release electron, while at the same time in another electrode the metal ion have tendency to accept electron and deposit on electrode. The electrode may be positively or negatively charged with respect to solution. A positive difference develops between the electrode and electrolyte, which is called electrode potential. Remember this definition. When the concentration of all species involved in a half cell is unity, then the electrode potential is known as standard electrode potential, which is symbolized by E standard. Okay, according to IUPAC convention, standard reducing potential are now called electrode potential in a galvanic cell. The half cell in which oxidation takes place is called anode, and it is negative potential with respect to solution. Anode always have negative potential because it is negatively charged. What happen at anode? The metal electrode get corrode and it form metal plus ion and release electron. These electron are stored at metal electrode surface and moves from anode to cathode. Okay, So that's why anode are negatively charged while cathode are positively charged. The other half cell which reduction take place is called cathode, and it has positive potential with respect to solution. Thus there exists a potential difference between the two electrodes, and as soon as the switch is on, position of electron from negative electrode to positive, always negative to positive, electron moves from negative electrode to positive electrode, hence anode to cathode. Remember this. Okay, electron moves from anode to cathode. The direction of flow is current flow is opposite to that of electron flow. Means if electrons move from anode to cathode, it is electron flow. Then current flow from cathode to anode. So current is flow from cathode to anode and electron flow from anode to cathode. The direction of electron flow and current flow are always opposite. Remember this thing for MCQ as well as for conceptive question. Now revise that each half cell consists a metal electrode dipped into a electrolyte. The two half cells are connected by metallic wire through voltmeter and switch externally. The electrolytes of a two half cells are connected internally through salt bridge. Okay, so we know the electrode are connected by voltmeter, while the electrolyte solution means the solution which conduct electricity is known as electrolyte. So the electrolyte solution are connected by salt bridge, while electrode are connected by metallic wire through galvanometer. Sometimes both the electrode dip in the same electrolyte solution. In such case we do not require a salt bridge. If we have same electrode means same solution and both electrode are dip in a same solution, then we never need any type of salt bridge. If we have separate chamber having same electrolyte means copper sulfate in both, then there is no need of salt bridge, okay, to connect electrolyte. Remember this thing also. At each electrode electrolyte interface, there is a tendency of metal ion from solution to deposit on metal electrode, trying to make it positively charged. Means what happen? Suppose we have electrode and electrolyte solution. So metal ion in electrolyte solution and on metal electrode surface, the metal ion have tendency to deposit on that surface and make it positively charged. At the same time, electrode and electrolyte surface, the metal from electrode have tendency to go into the solution. Means metal are go to the solution and make M+2 or M+1 ion and make that electrode negatively charged. So here oxidation take place. Here M+2 M means metal ions deposit on metal electrode and make it positively charged, while on another electrode metal from electrode are tried to go in solution of electrolyte and make electrode negatively charged. A potential difference develop between the electrode and electrolyte, which is called electrode potential. When the concentration of all the species involved in a half cell is unity, then the electrode potential is known as standard electrode potential that we discussed earlier. Okay, this already we discussed. Now we discuss this later. Okay, the potential difference between two electrode of galvanic cell is called cell potential and it is measured in volts. The cell potential is the difference between the electrode potential of cathode and anode. Okay, so it is called the cell electromotive force, EMF. The potential difference between two electrode is known as EMF also. When no current is drawn through the cell, it is now an accepted convention that we keep an anode on the left and cathode on the right while representing the galvanic cell. Remember this cell. If we represent galvanic cell for example Z plus 2, X plus 2. So on left side we always kept anode, while on right side we always keep cathode. A galvanic cell is generally represented by putting a vertical line between metal and electrolyte solution. For example, in galvanic cell, zinc get oxidized to Zn plus 2. Okay, so electrode and electrolyte, between electrode and electrolyte we put a straight line, single dash line. Okay, now if we have two electrolyte connected by a salt bridge, under this convention the EMF of cell positive and given by the potential of half cell on right hand side minus the potential of half cell on left hand side. So always remember, E cell is equal to always E right minus E left. It is very important equation for numericals, that electrochemical cell potential of cell is given by E right minus E left. What is on right side? The cell which is get reduced, so reduction minus oxidation. On another way we can say E reduction minus E oxidation. Okay, or we can say E cell is equal to E cell is equal to E, what is on right side? Cathode minus E anode. Okay, see here, copper plus 2 Ag plus gives 2 Cu2 plus 2 plus 2 Ag. Here copper get oxidized while silver get reduced. So in our chemical reaction, cathode reduction is here, anode oxidation is here. If we want to write this chemical reaction in a cell form, so how can cell represented? So first oxidizing means anode, copper solid to Cu plus 2, line here double line, silver plus to silver solid. Here E cell is equal to E right minus E left. E right we have Ag plus, on left we have Cu plus 2 Cu. So this way we can write electrolytic cell or electrode potential of cell. Now